Hello and welcome to another Alert with Analysis. So this is an update to the SPX or S&P 500 call that I had previously, right? So to update, um, on the 5th of February, right, I mentioned that XPX is going long and then short. So I have placed this as a short call, right? So let's look at it in slightly more details, right? So over here, I have done some error with counts, and then I did a projection using Fibonacci extensions, and I mentioned that it should reach around here, right, before it goes down. So over here, um, to me that is not drawn, but I mentioned it in the video. It's like it's 1 2 3 4, and then we are on the fifth wave, right? I also mentioned that given the risk reward, it's better to prepare for short rather than to catch the last few points of the long, right? So that's why this is actually a short call. All right, so let's take a look at how it has moved. So it has moved up, right? And at the point of this video, right, there is actually a CPI release, and the market has actually crashed. Well, not exactly crashed, but it has moved down quite a lot um, in the pre-markets, right? So this is where the market haven't started yet. But if we are to look at what is happening right now in S&P 500, right? This is what has happened. Okay, yes, moved down, and we can take a look at the shorter time frame. Okay, mainly from here, which is where the data of the release is. So if I move down to 15 minutes, you can see exactly at this point, right? So this is actually 8:30 in US time, right? So what I'm going to do now is that I actually want to um, say that we may not reach this point. Okay, and how would I draw this Elliott wave, at least for the last wave, right? Is like this: 1 2 3 4 and 5. Okay, so if we just look at this will be mainly cash, right? What do we have over here is actually something that's not that complete. So it's 1 2. Let's make some slight adjustments to this. 1 2 3, right? 4. You can see that over here is 1 2, probably a 3, right? And just based on cash, right, you should expect a 4 and then a 5, right? But we also know that from the CFD, right, we may not actually see this as a 4 anymore, right? But no matter what, whether there's one final wave or not, right, now the risk reward has absolutely gone the way of the short, right? Just based on alert wave count. So let's go back, since I have done my previous analysis on SPX. So I'll just continue over here, and I'll assume that we will not see these move up to 5088. But you know where I stand, right? Whether there's a last final wave or not. This should go down already, right? So this is the minor wave, the final wave count. Okay. Um, yeah. So at this point in time, potentially some option strategy will should come into play, right? So over here I also want to mention this using RSI, right? I don't touch too much on RSI analysis, but I've always used them, right? So using RSI, how do you know whether it's your in which wave, right? So usually the when it has reached a peak, there is a third wave. So over here we can see that this potentially a 1 2, right? And over here, because it's the higher, so it's a 3, right? Usually 4 will definitely go down, right? 4 and the 5. This fifth wave is interesting in itself, in the sense that if you look at over here, so if we just isolate this portion, right, we can see that this is this 3, right? This will be a 3 because it's not the highest. 4 and a 5, right? So usually the fifth wave will have a lowest lower RSI than a 3. Okay, so this is how I use RSI and alert waves together. Okay, so over here, 1, 2, 3, 4, and the final 5. So the risk has already gone um to the side where, if you long, right, you're stupid, so to speak. Yeah, thank you.